Glad you won that. I think it's the second to last kill. You were clapping your hands after they dug one of your slides. How bad you want that last one?
I knew I just had something to prove. The slide had been one of my weaknesses last season and the beginning of this season, and so every chance that Bergen does set me, I know it's not only proving to myself but to her. And so when they dug me, I'm like, all right, let's go again. Like, I'm getting this. So, yeah, just trying to take it right back to them.
It seemed like, especially during the second set when you fell behind, urgency dropped. How big was urgency in determining who won tonight?
Yeah, for sure. Coach has, he talks about it every day in practice. Regardless of the drill, regardless of who's across the net, urgency is the name of the game in this sport. It's a game of errors, and whoever wants it more is who's going to win the game at the end of the day. So urgency was huge, and when we let up, we paid the price, and so we picked it back up.
What were the big factors in your defense getting better in the second two sets?
Composure and just trusting my training. In blocking, we just talk a lot about getting over, not necessarily reaching out. And we're way more effective when we just use our build and everything and just take over space rather than try and reach along the net. So just going back to my training, trusting my training.
Andi, what did you see on the block that you figured out as the match went on?
I think towards the beginning of the match, we were super undisciplined, including me, and that's one thing that I was talking to Coach and Jalen about. I think we went out there and we just went away from our training, and then in that third set we came back and trusted our training and got a more disciplined block, including me, and I just had to go back to what I've learned, go back to the basics. I was trying way too hard and moving way too much, and so just going back to what I know.
It seemed like they were trying to tool it and go line a lot too. Did you make any adjustments to counter that?
I know obviously Bergen, our setter, and then Merritt made huge adjustments, and first, second set, it happens. They're good players. They're going to get some tools, but they went out there and they adjusted, and I think they did a really good job.
Have you ever had a 3-0, three straight blocks type of run like that you had in the fourth set?
No, I don't think I have. There's a first for everything.
What is that like when you get multiple blocks back to back? What does that do for you and
the
team?
It's huge, not only personally, but for the team too. It brings a ton of momentum, and obviously it doesn't only bring momentum to our side, but it shuts the other team down. And I know when our team gets blocked 3 times in a row, it's defeating, and as a hitter it is hard to come back from that, and so it makes it super mental.
What was the message during the break in between the second and third set?
Just leaning into each other. Coach is a tough man. He pushes us, and it's always out of love and for the best, what's best for us. And in that kind of environment, when you feel like the other team you make them bigger than what they are in your head. And so in that moment, we were just talking about leaning on each other, doing our jobs, just keeping it simple. We don't ever have to be something more or extra. We say our good is good enough.
Yeah, we just came together in the locker room and decided that we weren't playing Husker volleyball, and instead of getting selfish and turning away from each other, we just leaned into each other, like Bekka said, and went out there and played Husker volleyball.
More questions? All right.
Cool.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.